Понимаете, да?
The Azov Regiment is undoubtedly one of the best known and most controversial units in the Ukrainian army. Azov was formed in May 2014 as a volunteer police battalion. Their formation was directly influenced by Russia's annexation of the Crimean Peninsula. The original battalion consisted mostly of football hooligans and members of the Ukrainian far right, and it was the far-right organization, Patriot of Ukraine, that was in charge of the original battalion. Shekhovstov wrote that some of the far-right elements in Azov departed to attempt to capitalize on the regiment's military successes. Russia's special military operation has the denazification of Ukraine as one of its stated goals. The fact that Azov's detractors refer to them as extremists with neo-Nazi roots assists in that propaganda campaign. But if we look at the actual facts, then in the last parliamentary elections in Ukraine, then the extreme right forces got less than 3% of the popular vote, which meant that they didn't even get represented in parliament, and instead by an overwhelming majority, a Jewish president was elected, said Andres Kasakamp, a professor with the Munk School of Global Affairs at University of Toronto. And if you think of that 3%, if you look around at most of the West, specifically Europe, then most European countries have extreme right groups which are in parliament with much more than 3%. As a battalion, the group fought on the front lines against pro-Russian separatists in Donetsk, the eastern region of Ukraine. Just before launching the invasion, Putin recognized the independence of two rebel-held regions from Donbass. In June 2015, both Canada and the United States announced that their own forces will not support or train the Azov Regiment, citing its neo-Nazi connections. The following year, however, the US lifted the ban under pressure from the Pentagon. The Azov Regiment regained attention during the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. Before the conflict, Azov was the subject of a propaganda war. Russia used the regiment's official incorporation into the National Guard of Ukraine as one of the proofs for its portrait of the Ukrainian government and military as under Nazi control, with denazification as a key casus belli. The regiment, on the other hand, was noted for its ability to self-promote, producing high-quality videos of its drone strikes and other military activities. Others have noted how their participation in the war and defense of Mariupol have increased national and international notoriety and popularity of the group. The regiment's destruction has been among Moscow's war objectives. During the siege of Mariupol, the regiment played a prominent role in the city defense, and made its final stand at Mariupol's Azovstal steel plant. Ending the siege, a significant amount of regiment fighters, including the regiment's commander since 2017, Denis Prokopenko, surrendered to the Russian forces on the order from Ukrainian higher command. The heroic resistance of the Azov soldiers won them respect and admiration around the world. They became a symbol of the country's defiance against Vladimir Putin. Whatever the regiment's controversial origins, their defense of the Azovstal steel plant will be remembered as one of the greatest sieges in the history of modern warfare. As Russian aggression has increased international focus on Ukraine, the government of Ukraine has taken steps to clean up the image of the Azov battalion. Much of the far-right symbolism has been dropped, and the organization has been given a more legitimate role in the Ukrainian armed forces. The Ukrainian government wants to avoid giving the Russians the opportunity to exaggerate the size and significance of the Azov Regiment, as a means of justifying their invasion of the country. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you can be alerted to our next video. We'll see you again soon on Warzone.